today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
So here are the Eagles now, backed up to start their first drive. Throwing on first down, Rutherford. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A nice catch by Brown there. And this has got to be an emotion-filled game for him. Remember back to draft night, one of the real surprises was the Titans trading Brown to the Eagles. He spent his first 3 seasons in a Titan uniform, pulling down 185 catches for nearly 3,000 yards over that span.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He's in a little bit of a rut, that's for sure, because he threw the interception on the last drive, yes, but remember, last week, he threw 5 interceptions. So trying to get back on the balance beam here as this drive starts 1st and 10.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
On 1st and 10, Rutherford. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 42 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Rutherford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Off play action, Rutherford. Rolling to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down.
Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground,
touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of his first.
The play fake. Rutherford steps away. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the long touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd of this first half as his guys take over to the first half.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Rutherford. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Eagles. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a second down run with Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Rutherford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on 3rd down. Rutherford being chased out left.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Off play action. Rutherford looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega right side. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league. Throwing to start the drive. Rutherford. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Buying time to his left. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On first down, Rutherford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake. Rutherford. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Following the fumble recovery, Rutherford. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Rutherford. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rutherford rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On the move to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And room there to work it inside the 25.
113 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Rutherford. This is Smith with a grab. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course,
their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his third already in this first half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Grant Calcaterra.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
for good reason. Quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage,
out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been unstoppable.
Off play action. Rutherford. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field, and he comes off his first mistake of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. Knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been utterly remarkable in this.
Off the play fake. Rutherford flushed out right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Texans who are out in front. Kareem Hunt, take it over. 2 touchdowns thus far. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on what's happening with the Bills at Highmark Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that one, all even as they play the visiting Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14, coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night, you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Throwing on first down. Rutherford. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw. Very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Eagles are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down, Rutherford. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Rutherford, he'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost every...
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Looking to throw on second down. Rutherford. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Off play action. Rutherford. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Out to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Off the play fake. Rutherford rolling to his left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Rutherford eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen throughout this game? It's been nothing short of elite.
Off play action. Rutherford. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Off the play fake. Rutherford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from... Off play action. Rutherford. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Off the play fake. Rutherford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Steps away. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Giants, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C.
All right, strap them up, pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
Throwing to start the drive. Rutherford, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down.
On the move to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Rutherford. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Off the play fake. Rutherford. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Jaquan Brisker
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a
timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Touchdown! Dallas Goedert from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first quarter. And now off play action. Rutherford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Roquan Smith. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Rutherford. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. To throw from his end zone, Rutherford. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Rolling, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Robert Quinn, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Rutherford. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Slide, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Robert Quinn able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about this? Off-play action. Rutherford step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a throw here, hold in, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make. Absolutely. Takes two to tango. To throw on second down, Rutherford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. That's good for 28 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half. And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Off the play fake. Rutherford on the move to his left. And he fires one incomplete. It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. Now Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 3 yards out, and they are able to add on to their advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone. And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Rutherford. He's going deep for Brown. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes there for Trevor Lawrence. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Bryan Edwards, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and John.
The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Rutherford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Rutherford. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5. Off the play fake. Rutherford. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again, Rutherford. And this one complete to Smith.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith
standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling it.
Throwing to start the drive, Rutherford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun...
He's got him in, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to...
On first down, Rutherford, flush to his right. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
touchdown! Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explode?
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
To about the 35, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down.
On third down, Rutherford. Over the middle to Smith.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rutherford. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. How about that? Their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Following the fumble recovery, Rutherford steps away to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Looking to throw. Rutherford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Robert Quinn in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll go again with Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensive. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Rutherford. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Eagles, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Throwing to start the drive. Rutherford. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rutherford. Goes right back to Smith again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to...
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's caught. Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock. Any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off play action. Rutherford. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Rutherford. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with a leg. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith,
75 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10.
Play action. Rutherford. He's got him in. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rutherford. He's got Smith here. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah,
their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this first half. 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a 1st down.
Off the play fake. Rutherford out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Things now a little bit different after throwing the interception on the last drive and giving up the field goal. They're working from behind here. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down. Rutherford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been sensational so far, already up over 300 yards passing in the first half alone as they start 1st and 10.
Off play action. Rutherford. Rolling to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Rutherford. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And then finally, time to unwind on Monday night. It'll be the Chargers and Colts from Indianapolis at 8:15 Eastern Time sharp. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentator.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith, 43 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much?
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 63 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game.
Their lead is diminished a little bit here after he threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So we'll see if this offense... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Off the play fake, Rutherford. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Play action. Rutherford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive. Off the play fake. Rutherford. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Forced out to his left. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rutherford. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Play action. Rutherford rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Rutherford on the move to his left. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this second half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Off play action. Rutherford out to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Off the play fake. Rutherford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it.
And out now come the Eagles.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted it.
Here's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it. Goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 10-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Off play action. Rutherford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Rutherford. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith from 19 yards away. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 75 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this...
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives. Throwing to start the drive. Rutherford. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
The numbers for Sanders last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Rutherford. He finds his man, complete. It's Smith. And
this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Sanders.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Looking to throw on second down. Rutherford. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Rutherford. He finds his man complete. That's Smith. And he's taken. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Looking to throw. Rutherford airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the tuck and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we try.
On first down, Rutherford buying time to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Rutherford. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Rutherford.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Rutherford.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rutherford. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Rutherford steps away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Rutherford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out.
But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's closing in on 300 yards passing already in his first half as he'll take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Rutherford sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Guys had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window. Route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 22.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Throwing on 1st down. Rutherford. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught at the 25. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. Rutherford. He finds his man complete. It's Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rutherford eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing to start the drive. Rutherford. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He finds his man complete. It's Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Rutherford. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 41 yards. And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a two-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like
the Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
First down. It's Sanders.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. On 4th down, Rutherford on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Room here to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge... On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They move to 16-0 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm